Hey everyone, welcome back to Humble Acres. My name's Jordan, and we're baling today. Well, hopefully we're baling today. I got the baler all hooked up, pulled up here. I greased all the grease certs, greased the knotter, everything that needed grease I did. Got the tires pumped up with air, which this tire was fine, the other one was a little low, but should be fine. So yeah, I mean, this baler has been really good to me. There's only one little wooden tensioner that like decayed and broke on it, but other than that, it's been working really well for me. So hopefully it'll keep working well for me this year. So I guess there's nothing left to do but to get down to the field, unfold it, and get baling. Every year at the start of getting hay in this baler, it always, as you can see, it always doesn't tie like 2 or 3 to start out, and then it just keeps going the rest of the year. So hopefully we'll be just as lucky this year. I am packed them really tight this year. They are really good bales, so that should be good. But yeah, everything's working. It's hard to just let all of that just lay there. I'll just have to go get the twine out of it, and then we can just go back over it and rebale it. But it does the same thing every year, so I've just gotten used to that, and we should be good to go now. So let's just get this baled. Alright, well, I'm having a heck of a time. So I double windrowed these. The windrows were just very heavy, and I should have known better because I've never had luck with this baler in heavy hay. So normally I just do a single windrow and it's usually very light and I can go like 2 or 3 miles an hour. With this, I can barely move, and if the baler sucks in too much hay right as it's tying the knot, it fails. So I have to kind of guess when it's going to tie the knot and just try to get barely any hay to go in, and it's just extremely difficult. I have had more failed ties this year than I've probably ever had combined in all the other years. But this is also the first time I've done this heavy of hay in a single row. So I should have known. I learned a lesson, like obviously the hard way, because that's how I learn lessons most of the time. I've gone back over these bales several times, but the problem is when you go back over them, those are extremely like dense bales of hay that you're going over again, so it is more likely to fail again on when you're trying to pick the hay bale back up. So I have a pocket full of twine that I've been picking up, so whenever one fails I have to get off and go pick it up, and that's always fun. But I mean, all the bales that are tying are looking really nice, and I have them way tighter this year than I did last year. So they're very nice hay bales. I need to fix the counter on the baler because I never know how many bales I bale, but at the same time, if it fails, then that doesn't count and the counter would be wrong. So it's probably best I just get the drone out, fly over it, and then just take a picture and count them. That's how I usually did it. That's how I did it last year, and it worked great. So, but I have people coming to pick up these off the field tomorrow or Tuesday. So today is Sunday, Father's Day actually, so happy Father's Day. A little late probably because it's gonna be a week later, but you know, whatever. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. Sorry I didn't get a whole lot of footage. My drone died and it didn't want to follow me, so that was annoying. So I'll try to get more footage either tomorrow or when I go to the next field. So see you in a bit. Well, I can't say I haven't seen this before. We sheared, pulled off. We got a whole heap of hay in there at once, and I think it just sheared it off. there's a possibility there's like a stick or something in there. That's usually what does it. So luckily I have a whole box of these bolts, so we'll get that out and get that changed. Let's see right here. Yeah, it sheared it good. It's sheared to where I can't pull it out, so that's annoying, but we're gonna have to dig through here and see what actually stopped it too. That's usually the fun part. It just looks like there's a bunch of hay. So you can see the stuff cut on the bottom, but somehow it kind of got up above the piston or the ram here. So yeah. I mean, the knives seem sharp, but I don't know. We're just gonna try to start it like that. I feel like, I don't know if it's gonna want to start like that. Maybe we'll have to pull more of this out of here. Ugh. That's the first time that I've sheared the pin off with just hay in there. Maybe I'm packing these too tight. That's a possibility, I suppose. Alright. I don't know. We're gonna call that good for now. Let's see what that gets us. Let's see if we can get this to start up. So over in that corner right there, there was a clog. So I think I was just jamming too much in there and it got kind of clogged right in that corner. So I cleared that out too. Looks like it's all freed up now. So hopefully this will go a little easier. All right, well, I am on to the second field. You can see I've done some. I had one bale fail that I didn't catch. I actually have been looking at them, and if I see one failing, I go back and retie the twine with like a slip knot. So I prevented all of them over here of actually falling apart, except for one. I was flying the drone and didn't catch it, so not really sure what happened to this one here. It's a little fat in the middle. Kind of weird. I haven't seen any other ones like that, but yeah, I mean, it's going all right. I have to get off quite a bit. I don't know. I mean, I guess there's a lot of differences than last year. Like, I'm not able to go very fast, and I also feel like that's making it inconsistent. Like, the baler likes having a consistent amount of hay being shoveled in at once, so it's yeah, I have to go slow and just like pedal it instead of just holding it at one constant speed. It's just way more difficult. The next time I bale and rake and everything, I'm gonna have to do a better job and make way smaller windrows, because these are just way too big. All right, so we got a total of 192 bales. It's not bad for how tight I was baling them. It makes about sense. Last year, the bales were much looser because that's what my brother wanted, and we got about 400 in one cutting. So about half as many as we got in a cutting before. So the bales are twice as dense, approximately. But I also think the grass out here was a lot heavier as well, because the weather was basically perfect for it to grow. So as you can see, the bales are all gone. The people came and picked them all up. It was amazing. I probably should have taken video of it, because they had 4 trucks and I think 3 trailers, and they had like 8 people come, and they had it all picked up in like 15-20 minutes. Like, it was just amazing how quick it was. It was so nice. So I didn't have to lift a finger for any of them. Like, they just came out here and did it and paid me, and yeah, it was great. It was very nice to see that. Hopefully, she said that they were gonna probably need more, so in the second cutting I'll give her a message and see if she still needs some. But the grass is actually already growing back, which is nice. You can see it's pretty green, and it's already starting to get taller. So there's still a couple of missed bales out there when they were coming to pick them up. Some of them, the knots just weren't tied enough. There wasn't enough extra twine on there, and the twine just came off. So there's a couple I need to go rebale out there. I still have the tractor just sitting here hooked up, because I knew I was gonna have to go and rebale some of them. And honestly, there's some spots that I just completely missed too, because yeah, I need to get better with that rake for one, and I need to get better about not missing stuff. Like, it was a very good learning experience, and I need to get better at it. I know people hate when they see extra hay just laying around, and I hate it just as much as you do. I'm trying to get better, so give me a little break. I'm somewhat new to this. I've been doing this this is the 3rd year now, I believe. So I'm trying. Be patient with me. But I think the baler's working okay. What I found was happening was when it was tying a knot, it's mostly on this side as well. This side almost always tied. But this side, this one's actually okay. But this little twine that's left over, it would be too short. And as soon as it gets out of here, this would get tighter, because these bales are really tight in here, and it would just pull the knot out. So like this one was like that. So the knot untied, and it just was left there. So I put a slip knot in there and retied it before it fell off the back. So that one's gonna be fine now. But I don't know if there's a way to adjust this. I do have a service manual for this, so I'm probably going to look at that and see if there's a way to adjust that. Just make it so there's a little bit extra hanging out. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta look. So we'll see about that. I forgot to take a drone footage after I got all the bales done. I did take the drone up, and I just took pictures and counted all the bales. That's a lot easier since the counter doesn't work on there, and even if it did, it doesn't matter. But that's really about it. I hope you really like these videos. I really enjoy doing this hay and stuff, but it's a lot of work to do video as well. Most of you do not understand how much time the videos take to actually produce. The recording more than the editing. The editing is fine. Like, I have no problem with that. I actually really enjoy the editing. Taking the video can be very frustrating sometimes. So when you see me going down and I'm missing like the whole windrow with the baler, it's probably because I'm looking at the drone screen and trying to fly that. So it's just very hard to do 3 different things at once. You saw I hit a stick with the baler too. I can't see, I can't watch the baler, look for sticks, and fly the drone all at the same time. And I've had some comments where people are like, put the camera down and just bail. I'm like, well, if I do that, you're not gonna see anything. I don't understand that comment. Like, if you don't like it, then just watch something else. But very weird. The comments get a little interesting, but I've gotten kind of used to that by now. It's just, it can still get to you every once in a while. But anyway, I enjoy this. Keep in mind, this is a hobby. I know I'm ranting a little bit, but keep in mind, this is a hobby for me. We're not living off this income. Just this cutting paid for my new rake and all the fuel and a little bit more. So overall, I probably profited like 20 bucks off of this cutting here. So it's not bad. As long as it pays for the equipment, that's fine. And the fuel, that's great. So it kind of becomes free at that point. But before I bought this tractor, this was actually very profitable. I was actually making like quite a bit of money on it every year. But obviously this tractor costs a lot, but it doesn't really matter. It's not like I bought it just to do hay. I use it for so many other things, so it really doesn't matter. But I don't know. I was editing and I felt like I didn't really explain a whole lot. So I just wanted to make this at the end of the video. The people that actually care about the channel will probably watch all the way through and see this. So I thank you to all my supporters out there, and I really appreciate you watching and giving information to me too, because obviously I don't really know what I'm doing a whole lot of the time, but I really appreciate all the people out there that do have a lot of experience with this and try to give that to me in the comments, or send me letters, or yeah, I've actually gotten a couple letters in the mail of like people saying how they appreciate the videos and stuff. And Thomas sent me a bunch of information on the John Deere Model A, so that's going to be coming handy when I work on that. So I really appreciate all of you guys out there, and I guess that's it. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.